Coach, the Tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check it back. Hatchet. Go out. Leo. He's checking. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down. Bentley. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Squeeze. Rush in. Hey, wahoo.
2nd and 5. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
X3, 218, chop, go. Check. Rock it. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Bentley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready.
Murray now on first down, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Play fake. Murray. It's caught. Jones. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. You're out. Hey, Charlie. Check 3. Leo. Now.
Back to throw. Bentley. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hard. 6, look at me. Door.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. General West. Sweep. Go. Get it.
2nd and 6. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Lee Griffin.
On first down, Bentley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Rock it. Tighten up. Check. Lucky. Go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. Bentley. And this is caught at the 8. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
70, Indy. Protein spill. Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, Bentley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
80 weapons. Smooth. Hey, lock it. Check three. Hey, stand on.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Bentley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try him. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Murray, forced out to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's bring it. Kill. X3. 218. Chopper. Kill. Turn up. Mark 55. Mark 55. Yeah, that's what I do. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Look at me. Door. Look. Squeeze. Check 31. Hit it.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Looking to throw. Bentley.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10.
Go. Rock it. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
18 Gator. Me and you all day. I'm coming out. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3. Fair.
Throwing again on second and 10. Bentley. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bentley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Riley Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's caught by Bryant. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he coughed it up. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Hey, Sam off. Check it back.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Kerryon Johnson, 83 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray going to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up. Out. Leo. Check.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 8, read. 13, spell. Hard. Back. Look at me. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Undercrush. What? Squeeze. Go. He's checking.
Back to throw. Bentley. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hustle. 55. Check.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing on first down. Murray. He completes it to Jones. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
I got him. Watch twist. Watch it.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing to start the drive. Bentley going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down.
Let's go. 60 yards. Great stone, travel. A little flare. Check 26, check 26. Check 3. Fair. 10.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's coming. We got double up. Check, crunch. Hey, lock it. Watch out.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Looking to throw. Bentley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Set, ready? 30 base. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Big grip, big grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Pilot, 64, read.
2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Leo! Switch. Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Bentley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hard. Check 13. Look at me. Door. Check 3.
Now Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
55 is my guy, 55. I'm here all day. 36.
On 3rd down, Bentley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
You don't want it.
Murray, one final try. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Got him. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.